Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today again I trade in OTC market using CWR strategy by the volume provided by Olim Trade platform. Okay, so here I am going with call option here. I am using this 2 minutes chart here. So I will explain all these red candles here. Okay, how to read these candles using CWRV, that I will explain here. So watch this video till the end. So first of all, I want to tell you is that if you look this buyer's candle here, previous buyer's candle have high volume here, and you see there is very minor seller's entry at the downside. That means from here to here, whole area is of buyers, and upper side sellers are trying to decrease the buyer's volume, but they failed, right? But in next candle, what happened? These sellers entered this buyer's room. You can see almost 80-90% they enter in buyer's room. So this buyer's room contains high volume buyers, and they fight with these sellers. Okay, and they made a bigger body. By fighting, they made a bigger body, and upper side less rejection than previous. But you see, due to these sellers entry in buyer's room, buyers fight with these sellers. They made a good body, but they dropped their value here. Okay, they dropped their volume here. That's why here next candle is red candle. But in red candle, what happened? These weak buyers, right? But here, as you see, there is an increase of body here. So we can't say here buyers are weak unless we get a confirmation. So in next candle, what happened? The weak buyers in this candle first entered in seller's room, seller's area, and from this point, sellers entered in a such a way that they made a good body. But you see, there is no fight from the buyer side. That means you have to ask the question, if buyers are fighting in seller's area this much, why there is no fight here? That means here buyers showing their weakness in this candle. So this is first confirmation that buyers are weak. So in next candle, in this candle, buyers didn't enter here, but in this second red candle, you see there is entry of buyers upper side, and you see almost 50% buyers entered, right? 50% of the room buyers entered, and we know this contains hidden high volume sellers. These sellers fight with these buyers, and they enter till here. Sellers enter till here, but from lower side, we already know there is a buyers already area. So buyers fight from here lower side, and volume is high. That means you can think like that buyers are rejecting now, and you see there is a body is also dropping. That means here buyers wanted to decrease the volume here of these hidden high volume sellers, but they failed. That's why next candle is red candle. So after this candle, you can take the trade on this candle and this candle. Okay. So how to read this red candle now? Already I know sellers have high volume here, you see, and buyers are trying to decrease these high volume sellers volume, but failed. In next candle, what happened? They fight bigger than this week. They now entered in sellers room. They crossed this 50% area also, right? But as we already know, sellers have high volume in this candle. You see high volume. So from 60% area, sellers entered. Sellers break this low point also. They made a new low. But from this point, buyers again rejecting, buyers pushing price upward. That means, and this is a not a weak body like this body. It is a decent body like this, right? It is a very decent body. So that means here buyers again pushing the sellers upward and they are decreasing the body. But why they didn't decrease the volume? This is the high volume, and again you see volume is increased. That means here buyers fight, and if you look this candle like this candle, here you clearly see there in this candle it is a pure abnormal fight, because both side fight is bigger than the body. That means their intention of buyers is to decrease the seller's volume here in this candle, but they failed again. Right? That's why here next candle is red candle. Now you see upper side there is always entry of the buyers, but here you see buyers didn't fight upper side. What they did, they thought they will fight from the lower side. Okay, but here you see sellers entered in such a way that sellers entered directly. They made a good body. Okay, and you see there is a no fight from the buyer side, lower side, or very minor fight from the buyer side. That means here to here, whole area is of sellers, buyers only negligible fight, but this whole area belongs to whom? Sellers. Then why volume is low here? That's why here green candle is formed. So like this we have to think in CWRV, then only we can predict the next candle accurately. And I am now trying in this platform.